Hello everyone. This is another video from my channel where we learn programming in the most easiest way possible. In this video, going to give you a complete beginner's guide for beginners about how they can use Python on their PC or laptop. It doesn't matter whether you are using Windows or Mac, you will be able to follow along with this tutorial. Thinking about diving into Python coding? Awesome choice. Let's see what ChatGPT has to say about how to kick things off and which software you'll need to install. And ChatGPT says, to run Python on your PC or Mac, it's super simple. For Windows, make sure you're on Windows 7 or later. If you're a Mac user, just have Mac OS 10.9 or newer. Easy peasy. Right, check it out. Below, you'll find the links to install Python on your PC or Mac. Just click on the one that matches your operating system, and you're all set. You can also find the hardware requirements to run Python on your computer. So first of all, what we need to do, we need to install Python. But before installing, we need to check that whether we have already installed or not. For that, what we are going to do, we are going to open our command prompt. Just pop open the search bar, type in CMD, and hit enter on the command prompt. Once it's open, type in Python, version to check if it's installed. And if you don't get any response, it means you don't have Python installed on your computer. But if you get something like this, it means you have Python installed on your computer. So let's learn how to install the latest version of Python. Just open your browser and head over to python.org. Click on the Downloads menu, and you'll spot the latest version right now. It's 3.13.15. Just a heads up, Python 3.9 and up won't work on Windows 7 or earlier. If you're on one of those older versions, just click on All Releases and grab a Python version that's slower than 3.9. Simple as that. If you're on the latest Windows, like 10 or 11, just hit that Download Python button. You'll see a progress bar at the top right showing you how the download is going. Just wait for some time. So once this gets downloaded, I'm going to click on Show in Folder and we are going to execute the file. Just double-click on the executable file or right-click on the file and click Open to start the installation. You'll see two options at the end of the installation window. One for using admin privileges and another for adding python.exe to your path. Make sure to check both boxes and then hit Custom Installation. You don't need to change anything in the next windows, just click Next to finish the installation. Once it's all set up, I'll just pop open the command prompt and type in Python version to check it out. And now you will see we have the latest version installed, which is 3.13.5. After installing Python, we need a code editor to write and test our code. Let's check out the best ones out there. When we ask from ChatGPT, it shares the popular code editors for Windows and Mac. I'm going with Visual Studio Code. It's super popular because it's simple to use and really versatile, perfect for our coding adventures. If you don't have Visual Studio Code installed on your computer, you just need to go to Visual Studio Code official website, and you can install it from here. You will find Download for Windows button on the website. Just click on that button to download the installer file. After downloading the installer file, click on Show in the folder icon, or you can run the installer file directly by clicking on the installer file. Click on I accept the agreement and complete the installation process by clicking on the Next button. Once the installation wraps up, Visual Studio Code will pop open all by itself. Before diving into coding, let's make sure we're all set up. Okay. We need to install a couple of plugins to run and debug our Python code smoothly in Visual Studio Code. So, check out the left menu. There's this cool extensions button. Just click on that icon, and it'll pop open the extensions window. From there, you can search for the Python extension. The Python extension gives you all the essentials for coding in Python, making everything easier and faster. Click on the Install button to install the extension. Once you've got that Python extension set up, go ahead and look for the Code Runner extension. This little gem is super important for running your code smoothly. Install the extension by clicking on the Install button. Once both extensions are installed, we can totally use Python right inside Visual Studio Code. How cool is that? Before writing our first code, let's create a folder for our project files. Inside, we'll set up our first Python file, which we'll call Hello World. That's where we'll write our very first piece of code. Inside this folder, we'll set up our first Python file, which we'll call Hello World. That's where we'll write our very first piece of code. In the code editor window, you'll see a little text that says Select a language. Just click on that and choose Python from the list. Now we can write our first code in Visual Studio Code. We will use print function to write simple Hello World message. Save this file by pressing Ctrl+S, or by going to File menu and clicking on the Save Text. After saving this file, we can run this code by pressing Run button on right top. And here we can see we have Hello World printed on our console. Bonus tip: if you see a code language not supported or defined error, click on the plain text on the right bottom and then select the appropriate language you are working in. In our case, we are currently working in Python. So, we choose Python as our language, and you see our code executed successfully? So this was it for today. Hope you learned something. If you have any doubts, feel free to reach out to me. I will try my best to solve your problem. Hope you all will become a great developer one day. Keep learning. Thank you.